I actually have two questions that kind of relate to each other. I just want to get the panel's opinion on it. Frank, first, I love your barbecue. I'm a frequent customer at the Canonsburg location. And Dawn and Paul, I'm constantly driving through and by your locations as well. And Dawn, I'm surprised how high you guys go up on top of that hill. I really thought you guys were just the bottom level, but you're all the way to the top.
Come by anytime, I'll give you a tour. We're big land developers. We just keep it a secret.
I believe it. It's hard to see it. While I was running for this seat, a lot of people came to me and said this industry typically, at first, didn't hire a lot of local people. And this, again, is since we're here at PTI, follows along. Are you finding a lot of local people that meet the job skills that you need for your businesses?
We are. We only hire local. We haven't brought people in. Everybody says Texans got the jobs. Pennsylvanians got our jobs. And we hire CDL, commercial driver's license. That's a very difficult needle in a haystack to find quality drivers. We see that opening up, so that's, again, not a good sign. I'd rather be a tight marketplace, and that would say that everybody's really in need. So the fact that we're finding CDL drivers right now, I'm not really excited, because if you're creative in your business, you'll still find what you need. So our jobs have been about 75 growth jobs. And in the Beaver County, we've committed to 65 jobs over 5 years.
In regards to employees, we're all brick and mortar here in Western Pennsylvania, so yeah, I think the bulk of us are going to hire those local people. The technical people that came out of Texas that knew about drilling and knew about horizontal drilling, that's who we've seen a lot of coming in the beginning. But what I'd like to say about the industry, though, and it's great that we're at a technical school. I'm not a college graduate. I'm still going to school of hard knocks, okay? So there's a lot of opportunities for people who can work with their hands, and there's a lot of pride in that to build something and make something. And we're at a technical school, and this industry provides those opportunities to work with your hands and build things. In this country, we don't look at it that way. We all want to go, we were talking the other day, we turned into a service industry, I think, back in the 80s. And what's that got us? We got to produce things. We got to manufacture things. That's what drives an economy.
Let me add one thing to that, if I could. How many Texans in the room? I love Texans. I love Oklahomans. I love Louisianians. Anybody in the oil and gas business. These guys have been doing it for generations, okay? So when people come up to me and say, they're taking our jobs, no, they're not. You couldn't do their job, okay? That's why this school is here. These guys from Texas, Oklahoma, they may not want, this is not really their home. They're never going to become Steeler fans. They don't like Permane brothers. They like hog fathers. Okay, they like brisket and barbecue and those types of things. They like to visit Pennsylvania. It's not their home. They're trying to get us going here and turn it over to us, and that's why we have the PTIs to learn the trades and to get the CDL license to work on the trucks and things like that. So there's a lot of jobs out there. They are very hard to fill at times.
Right now, my understanding is that 240,000 new jobs have been created in Pennsylvania for Pennsylvanians, direct and indirect. 70,000 of them are direct from the development of natural gas. With respect to the job growth in Pennsylvania over the last 10 years, 90% of the job growth in Pennsylvania has been driven by the development of natural gas in Pennsylvania over the last 10 years. The Pittsburgh region, in terms of unemployment, last stood, I believe, Dennis Shablonsky will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 4.6%, the lowest anywhere, and the states is at 4.8%, lower than the national average by 0.8%. Keep in mind, when we took back the majority, the unemployment rate in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania was 8.2%. And the key thing is that when you see 150 new jobs in Steelton, Pennsylvania, for Pennsylvanians building pipe in the middle of the state, or as you heard Nick from UPS investing $7 million in a facility to convert their fleet and have a fueling station at UPS in Mechanicsburg, and $4 million in a facility in New Stanton. All of them are going to be serviced by Pennsylvanians. And you see the headquarters that Chevron has put in, or Range Resources in Chesapeake, and many of the other providers or producers, I should say. Those are all real jobs. I don't go anywhere without talking to people that have had a positive impact from the growth of natural gas. Commercial realtors. Talk to commercial realtors. Talk to contractors. Talk to builders. Talk to trucking firms who are transporting. Talk to the people that sell trucks. Talk to the people that sell cars. Talk to the restaurant owners. Talk to the people that operate and own the hotels. And very importantly, talk to the people that do engineering. I was in Westmoreland County. A couple owned an engineering firm. It grew from 10 to 50 people. They say they buy a truck every single year. And in addition, all of their employees have been at the car dealerships buying new cars. I talked to a builder at a builder's event. He said all the work that we're doing are for people that are buying new homes or building new homes in connection with the development of Marcellus Shale. There is a real trickle-down effect. These are just some of the employers that have had an impact from the development of natural gas. There are many others, and we have to not lose sight of that because those are Pennsylvania jobs. Jason is dead on. This is about Pennsylvania jobs.